Local software consultancy Intergen was acquired by ASX-listed Empire in 2014, combining to form the largest Microsoft-focused service provider in the region. That preeminence was recognized this year by Capgemini, a global consultancy which generated nearly 16 billion euro in revenue last year, when it acquired the combined company for 233 million Australian dollars. Now, with the deal done, Capgemini's Managing Director for Australia and New Zealand, Kaylene O'Brien, joins me to talk about the company's next steps. Welcome, Kaylene.
Hey, Will. Thanks.
So, what's the strategy behind the acquisition? What does it mean for Capgemini in this region?
The strategy for Capgemini, and we are so pleased to be joining the Empire and Intergen business with the Capgemini business in Australia and New Zealand. One of the most attractive parts about the business is its strength in the Microsoft technologies and the respect and strength that it has with the Microsoft relationships both in Australia and New Zealand. And for Capgemini, our strategy is to be able to bring the most leading edge and new technologies backed by software companies such as Microsoft, and be able to bring the full range of technologies to our clients as they embark on their digital transformations, and make sure that we can support them in terms of how we advise and implement and then operate those technologies. So Empire and Intergen is a boost to our local Microsoft capabilities and in line with our global strength of our relationship with Microsoft as well.
Yeah, Microsoft is one of your global partners. What does this mean for Kiwi customers of Intergen? Will they see much different?
Yes. So the ultimate test of any acquisition or merger of two businesses is ensuring that additional value is seen by those clients. And so for the Intergen clients and customers in New Zealand, what they will see in the coming months will be very little change at all. They'll still see the same team members, the same leaders, the same local presence that they've known and trusted and have built relationships with over the last nearly 2 decades. So the local contact is a very important part of the strategy. But over time, what they will know and see is the ability to bring a wider range of technology solutions into their environment, and know that they've got the backing of a 300,000 person global business to support the projects and environments that they have with Intergen right now. So they'll see all the best of Intergen plus the strength of Capgemini globally.
And so I suppose some of those strengths might help Intergen, although it's a very large in New Zealand's context, and Empire, largest in the region, perhaps secure some even larger customers and I suppose tailor their offering to new expectations amongst these companies that are really going global at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's definitely an advantage for New Zealand businesses that are looking to expand into Asia and globally, because organisations like Capgemini, so we can support them on that growth because of our presence globally in all the major countries where they might want to expand into. And I think also the other advantage as well for customers is the fact that is knowing that we have a wider range of services that can also support them as well.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier, companies going through digital transformation, which is a bit of a buzzword at the moment, but that's only because everybody's doing it and seeing necessity around it, especially with COVID restrictions on and off all the time. So, what kind of trends are you seeing? I suppose globally, but also regionally.
Yeah, so there has been trends, particularly, there's a couple of big trends, which is particularly around digital transformation, but it's also migration to the cloud. And those are the things that are already in play. And so the dream of being able to work from anywhere, anytime, and be connected is something that clients in the IT industry have been working on for decades. What COVID and the changes that we made in how we work has really spiked that and really been the catalyst to bring a whole lot of that change forward, and has been the proof point and evidence that we can work very differently, and that technology and embracing digital ways of working is critical. So for a lot of people in the IT industry, that has been the proof point of something that we've been working to for a long time, and now it's evident, and so it's really brought forward many years of change. So in terms of the big trends and in terms of the Capgemini strategy, where we focus is around customer first, which is supporting our clients and organisations to be closer to their customers, to be able to personalise their service to customers, and that's also very evident in terms of the multiple channels that our clients use to service their customers. The second area is around enterprise management. So our clients looking for productivity improvements, for efficiencies, and that goes across a whole wide range of their business systems and how they manage data. And then the third really interesting trend is around intelligent industry. So there are all the things like of automation, autonomous vehicles, how artificial intelligence is being deployed, and it's really that convergence between information technology and the business systems and the operational technologies as well. So they're three of the big trends that are going on, and that's what is driving. I mean, so you can sort of look at the umbrella of digital transformation, but it's really in those areas. And what's happened in the last few years is that the client's confidence and the business criticality of progressing faster has become much more evident, but also the investment by the technology industry to invest in those products has also meant that they're more advanced. The time to delivery, the time to it takes to get to a business benefit is now much faster as well. And being able to have a large business impact with a much lower risk is now much more evident too. So there's a few different trends in there in terms of my answer. It's really around, the areas where the trends are, but it's also around the business criticality in a much more globally competitive world as well.